Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Mumajnanattimirandasya jnanajana salakaya chakshurunmilitamena tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadam Vahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandegam Sri Guru Shiyuta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunadan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadutam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Sri Visakan Vitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpadi Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namo Sute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarviyascha Kripa Sindhubhye Vachapatitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Iswaraga Paramaga Krishnaga Sachidananda Vigraga Anadi Radhi Govindaga Sarva Karana Karanam. Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the king of knowledge, Raja Vidya. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is teaching us about how to use our karmendriyas, working senses. Of course, how to use our jnanendriyas, also knowledge acquiring senses. So, when the senses are working, both jnanendriyas and karmendriyas, we are able to act in this way. We are able to gain knowledge with the jnanendriyas, and we are able to act with both jnanendriyas and karmendriyas. In fact, even though karmendriyas are used to perform an action, but without jnanendriyas working, it's not possible to do action. For example, when we are driving, you have to see the road. So the eyes should work this side. Without, if we are blind, we cannot drive a car. So like that, for hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, all such things. So these jnanendriyas are also involved in acting, in performing actions. But karmendriyas are mainly, they are known as motor nervous system. Jnanendriyas are known as sensory nervous system, somatosensory nervous system. So in our body, I've explained in the past also about this, that we have somato nervous, that is a sensory nervous system basically, and also motor nervous system. Also, autonomic nervous system is there, so that is not within our control. So, like our heart muscles and other things are all, the other organs, they are all part of the autonomic nervous system. So, of course, Krishna is saying that I am seated in everyone's heart, and Krishna is giving us the energy, and our heart is beating because Krishna is giving energy to the heart for it to beat, so that we can pump the blood to all the organs everywhere. So that way, this body is just, as we discuss every day, this body is just a machine. And now we have to use our senses very carefully. In the second chapter, when Arjuna asked the question about the symptoms of a self-realized person, Sthita Prajna, Krishna spent in those 18 verses, Krishna is actually, in many slokas, Krishna discussed very clearly, Krishna explained very clearly about the importance of controlling our senses. Ragadvesa vimuktayistu vishayan indriyaischaran atmavasegi videyatma prasadam adhigachan. So, our senses, vishayan indriyaischaran atmavasegi. So, the senses should not be under the control of the sense objects, vishayan. It should be under the control of the self. That is Atma Vasam. Atma Vasam means under the control of the self. The senses should not be under the control of the sense objects. That's why Krishna even gave a very nice example that Yada samkarate chayam kurmangani va sarvashaga indriyani indriyarte vyaga tasya prajna pratishtita. So just like a tortoise is able to withdraw its senses from, withdraw its limbs from the, within its shell, withdraw its limbs, so into its shell, when it senses danger. So similarly, we should be able to withdraw our senses from the sense objects. But it's going to be a very difficult task, because senses are very strong and impetuous. They are yatatogi api kaunteya purushasya vipaschitaga indriyani pramati. Even though Arjuna told Krishna in the 6th chapter that chanchalam ki mana Krishna pramati balavat tridam pramati. So Krishna said that mind is pramati. So chanchalam ki mana Krishna pramati balavat tridam. But Krishna is also saying that the senses also is pramati. So that's why yatatogi api kaunteya purushasya vipaschitaga indriyani pramatini haranti prashabam mana. So that way the senses are also very, very strong and powerful. Now, we need to control our mind, we need to control our senses, then we can actually, we will be able to free ourselves from this material world, because we'll be able to receive Krishna's causeless mercy. So sense control, mind control, it's very, very important. So this life, this body should be used only to gain control of our mind and senses. For that purpose only, we have to make use of this body. Make use of this life. So if we miss this opportunity, especially this human body, there is no guarantee that we will get another opportunity like this. If we misuse, if we miss this opportunity means if we misuse, that's what missing the opportunity. Missing the opportunity of this human body means misusing our senses and mind. So then we will not get another opportunity. So now this Bhagavad Gita knowledge reveals everything to us. This is the shining lamp of knowledge, Jnana Deepa. So when we understand this Bhagavad Gita fully, all the chapters, all the verses, again and again studying, understanding that very well, it reveals us everything about our life, everything in this world, what we are supposed to do, what we should not be doing, all such things. Everything is completely very, very known, very well known. Krishna is going to reveal to us through this knowledge. So then we have to act based on this knowledge. When Krishna is teaching us that you always think of me, we have to just think of Krishna only. When Krishna is teaching us that give up all attachments to everything in this material world, we have to give up all attachments to everything. So that means we have to follow what Krishna is teaching us, line by line, sloka by sloka, we need to follow. That's what is very important. That is what Bhagavad Gita is. Because Bhagavad Gita is full of instructions. Krishna is teaching us very, very clear. Lot of instructions. Krishna is teaching us what we should do. And now we should do that. We should surrender unto Krishna. If we surrender unto Krishna, all our problems are solved. That's it. Fully surrender unto Krishna. That's it. Leave everything to Krishna. All our problems are completely solved. We need to elevate ourselves to that stage that we will fully throw away everything, abandon everything. Sarvadharman parityajya. Parityajya means just give up, just throw away, give up everything, abandon. So our only dharma, Sarva Dharma Parityajya means there is only one dharma. That our only dharma is Mam Ekam Saranam Vraja. That is our only dharma. That is surrendering unto Krishna. That is our only dharma. That's what we should do. So what is the real meaning of surrendering unto Krishna? Doing what Krishna is asking us to do. That's what is the real meaning of surrendering unto Krishna. We cannot simply say that I am surrendering unto Krishna and then do whatever we want. Then that means we are not surrendering unto Krishna. So, surrendering unto Krishna means just do what Krishna is teaching us, asking us to do in Bhagavad Gita. Always think of me, become my devotee, worship me, offer your obeisances unto me. All such things Krishna is teaching us. We have to just do that. We have to chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. We need to understand. We need to offer prasadam to Krishna. Krishna himself has already asked you, please offer everything to me. That's what Krishna is teaching us. Krishna is asking us to offer everything to him. Whatever you eat, you offer it to me. Yaddasnasi, tat kurusva madatma. Whatever you do it for me. Yad karosi, tat kurusva madatma. So whatever you do it for me. Whatever you eat, you give it, offer it to me before you eat. So that's what Krishna is teaching us. Krishna is asking us to do. Very explicitly, very straightforward. Krishna is giving all the instructions very straightforward. There is absolutely no need for any interpretation at all. Just slokas are just straightforward. Krishna is teaching everything. All the instructions Krishna is giving us very, very clear. So that way, always if we are situated in this knowledge, if we are in Krishna conscious, knowing very well that Krishna is the source of everything, everything is coming from Krishna. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattaga sarvam pravartate. Krishna is everything, everything is coming from Krishna. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we should be able to serve Krishna very well. So this Bhagavad Gita knowledge is going to do that magic in our life. Miracles, wonders, everything. This Bhagavad Gita knowledge only. So there is no need to follow anyone else when we are able to follow Krishna. It's very important to note this particular point that we have to follow Krishna, what Krishna is teaching us. Guru is needed definitely to get this knowledge. Krishna himself is saying that Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashrena shevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshina. But once we get this knowledge, then that means we understand what Krishna is expecting us to do, what Krishna is asking us to do. Because this knowledge is very clear. As I just said that everything is straightforward. Whatever Krishna wants to teach us, he is teaching us very, very clearly. So just by doing this, Guru will be happy, everyone will be happy. If we make Krishna happy, then everyone else will be happy. If you just follow Krishna's instructions, Krishna's order, and do everything for Krishna, that will satisfy everyone else. So that way we have to submit ourselves unto Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, surrendering unto Krishna. Then our mind will come under our control. We will be able to control our senses. We will be able to free ourselves from the three modes of material nature. And we will be able to gain all the divine qualities. And we will be able to get ourselves free from the demoniac qualities. And we will be able to get ourselves free from the three gateways to hell. There is Kama, Krodha, Lobha, all such things. If we just follow Krishna's instructions, if we just follow this Bhagavad Gita, the song of God. Because by following what Krishna is teaching us in Bhagavad Gita, we are following everything. That's it. If we are just doing what Krishna is, so only thing we need to understand what Krishna is teaching us in Bhagavad Gita. That's it. We need to understand very well. Which Krishna gives us that knowledge, Krishna gives us that understanding, memory, everything Krishna gives us. When we are very serious in this effort. When we believe in Krishna. When we have complete faith on Krishna, then Krishna gives us everything. Krishna's mercy. We will get all the skills needed to please him, to serve him. We will get all the instruments needed to serve him. Everything, all the facilities, resources, everything, whatever we need to please Krishna, whatever we need to serve Krishna, Krishna is going to provide us. Ourselves now studying Bhagavad Gita itself is a very good example for that. Very good proof that Krishna is creating this opportunity for us to study Bhagavad Gita. That's the reason we are able to continue this Bhagavad Gita study and understand each and every sloka. Everything is happening because Krishna's mercy is there and Krishna is creating this opportunity for us. That's why we finished already the entire Bhagavad Gita. And we started again also. Now we are in the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita. And we are going to keep studying this Bhagavad Gita again and again. And make many devotees, thousands of devotees. There are devotees everywhere. They are simply waiting for an opportunity to get this knowledge, to receive this knowledge. When we create that opportunity, that means we are pleasing Krishna. That means we are getting closer to Krishna. When we spread Krishna's message, this Bhagavad Gita, that is taking us very, very closer to Krishna, and we are becoming very, very dearer to Krishna. So that way, there are no words to even thank Krishna. We are very, very fortunate, extremely fortunate to get this knowledge as it is, Bhagavad Gita as it is. We are able to understand. We are able to understand Arjuna's situation in the battlefield, and our situation is also like that. This material world itself is a battlefield. Everyone is struggling and suffering in this material world. Nothing is permanent in this world. We cannot think ourselves, we cannot think that we are very happy because everything is going good, but that's not going to continue. In this world, nothing is permanent. Everything has got both positive and negative, up and down, everything is there. But depending on Krishna, serving Krishna, fully surrendering ourselves unto Krishna and coming out ourselves out of this material consciousness, basically. So that will have always growth only. That will always go in the positive direction only. Once we achieve some progress in Krishna consciousness, that's going to stay with us only. We are not going to lose it. So that way, in this human life, when this opportunity we got it, we have to completely utilize it and make as much progress as possible towards Krishna. That's what is very important. So that's what we need to do. We need to make as much progress as possible. So that means is following Bhagavad Gita fully, dedicating our life in the service of Krishna. That means giving up all other materialistic endeavors, materialistic aspirations, this and that, everything we should give up. It will automatically will give up. We don't even have to put any extra effort to just give it up. When we are getting this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, understand that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and we develop that taste, that Krishna consciousness. When we develop that Krishna consciousness, the higher taste, so then we will spend all the time only in Krishna's service only. We will not go after the materialistic goals, material sense objects. We won't be affected by anything in this material world. When we develop that Krishna consciousness, when we taste this Krishna consciousness. So that way, by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have got this opportunity, we are making progress, and we have successfully finished 6 slokas in the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Karma Yoga. In the 5th sloka, in the 4th and 5th slokas, Krishna is teaching that, in the 4th sloka we studied that we cannot give up any activity. That means we cannot attain perfection by renunciation alone. That is not possible. So one cannot attain perfection by renunciation alone. Na karmana manarambhan naiskarmyam purushoshnute nacha sanyasana deva siddhim sama adhigacchati. That's what Krishna is teaching. So that means we understood very well in this sloka that sannyasa is not an option at all. We cannot renounce our activities at all. We have to perform our actions. We need to do all the service for Krishna, and we should give up the attachment to the results. That is an option for us. There is a choice we have to make. And if we make that choice of giving up the attachment to the results, then we will get elevated ourselves to Goloka. So here Krishna's causeless mercy. Then in the next sloka, the sloka number 5, what we studied. Nahi kaschit kshanam api jatu tistati akarma krit karyate hi avashyaka karma sarvaka prakriti jai gunai. So not even a single moment one can refrain from doing something. That is the reality of our life in this material world. We cannot sit idle at all. Everyone is forced to act helplessly by the 3 modes of material nature. Karyatege avasyaga karma sarvaga prakriti jairkune. So, prakrite kriyamanani guneke karmani sarvasaga ahankara vimudatma kartaka miti mandi. So, all the activities are carried out by prakriti only. Prakrite kriyamanani gunahi. So, gunas, the 3 modes of material nature, which are born from prakriti. So the gunas are doing everything. The modes of nature are doing everything. Kriyamanani. Karmani sarvasaka means all the activities, all the actions, all the activities are carried out only by the gunas, the 3 modes of material nature. That's what sarvaga prakriti jaipune. But ahankara vimudatma kartaka miti mandiri. Only a foolish person due to false ego thinks that I am the doer. But we are not the doer. Everything is carried out by the Prakriti, by the 3 modes of material nature. So everyone is forced to act helplessly according to the qualities he has acquired from the modes of material nature. Therefore, no one can refrain from doing something, not even for a moment. So we cannot simply escape. So we have to act. So we are forced to act. But we have the choice to offer the results to Krishna. That choice is always there for us. So in the next sloka, Krishna is continuing that we studied yesterday. Karmendriyani samyamya ya aste manasa smaran indriyartan vimudatma midyacharaga sauchyate. Karmendriyani samyamya ya aste manasa smaran. So while controlling the working senses, but still by remembering the sense objects with the mind. Still, if the mind remembers the sense objects, then he is a fool and he is a pretender. So that's what midyacharaga. Vimudatma midyacharaga sauchyate. One who restrains the senses of action, but whose mind dwells on sense objects, certainly deludes himself and is called a pretender. So that's why we should focus our mind on Krishna. We should remember Krishna all the time. Then by Krishna's mercy, we'll get the intelligence by which we can control the senses, control the mind, everything we can do. So if mind has to be under our control, mind should be our friend. So then we will be able to control the senses. Otherwise, senses will control the mind. So if the mind thinks about the sense objects, then senses will control the mind. If the mind thinks about that, thinks about Krishna. So Karmendriyani samyamya ya aste Krishna smaran. Ya aste manasa smaran Krishna. Manasa smaran, not indriyartan, Krishna. He is amudatma. He is not a vimudatma. He is amudatma. He is achara sauchyate. So he is not a midyachara. He is the real performer. So that's why Karmendriyani samyamya aste manasa smaran Krishna amudatma acharaga sauchyate. That's what is correct. So that's why Krishna is teaching us in the next sloka. Yastvindriyani manasa niyamyarabate Arjuna karmendriyai karmayogam asaktaka savishishyate. So with that mind, instead of thinking about the sense objects, one should control the senses, regulate the senses. Niyamya means regulate the senses. And then perform karma yoga using the karmendriyas without any attachment. Asaktaga, without any attachment to the results. So just perform karma yoga. So that is what is called karma yoga. Karma yoga means acting without any attachment to the results. That means our mind is attached to Krishna. When we say that asaktaga means, that is, asaktaga means not thinking about the indriyata, not thinking about the sense object. That's what is asaktaga, not attached to the sense object. But saktaga, Krishna. So we should be attached to Krishna. So then we will be able to go to Goloka. So that is what is called karma yoga. On the other hand, if a sincere person tries to control the active senses by the mind and begins karma yoga without attachment, he is by far superior. That's what Krishna is teaching. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished the 7th sloka in the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Umajnanatimirandasya Jnanajana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. If any devotees have any questions, you can use the raise hand option. Hare Krishna. Shashireka Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
How are you, Guruji?
By Krishna's mercy, I'm okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Sorry, Guruji, I've actually been a little busy and
no problem. Yes.
not been able to. Every day I've been attending class, but I've not been able to stay back.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm the first, in fact, one of the first few to join. I always keep it on so that I don't miss. And but yeah, I have not been able to stay back for question and answer, and actually I've missed that. So I'm trying to listen to the recording every day so that I get the gist of what is being asked and what are the explanations that you are giving. Thank you very much, Guruji. Actually, Guruji, I forgot to mention to you, I have to travel to London for my
yes, I know. Yeah. When you are traveling, Mataji?
I'm planning. My tickets are booked for the 8th of July, Guruji. And by Krishna's mercy, if everything goes well, then I travel.
Yeah, I think when you are in London, you may not be able to join because of the time.
Yes, it'll be slightly difficult. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because they are about between 4 and 4.5 hours difference now for India's time. So it will be a little difficult. Yeah, I will probably only be able to listen to the recording. Yeah, true, Guruji. But this is something that I was not very keen on traveling, but the only reason I'm going is because the graduation ceremony, which was to take place in 2020, got postponed by 2 years. So now in person they are doing, and I don't want to be absent for that. Yeah, that's the only reason. So with that, in that connection, I'm a little busy running around getting a few things organized, before I travel, because I have to also take care of things here. You know how it is. And
so how long you are traveling, Mataji?
I'm only gone for 1 month, Guruji. Not more than 1 month. Yeah. Though I have a visa for 6 months, I don't intend staying more than 1 month. That's not my intention. The rest is Krishna's wish, of course. You know how it is. Yeah. But the reason I also want to come back early is because my parents are, slightly, my father gets very jittery when I'm not in town. So I don't want that stress for him. And I thought, he's 85-year-old and his birthday is coming up in August. I don't want to be, he wants that we are all there next to him at that point of time. So I want to be back to be able to, and Janmashtami is there. I don't want to miss Janmashtami. More important, I want to be celebrating it in a nice way for Krishna, making a lot of prasad for Krishna, a lot of puja for Krishna. I don't want to miss that. Somewhere in some other country, why unnecessarily? So, I want to be back. That's why. Thank you so much, Guruji. Yesterday's Sloka and today's Sloka. And, very, very meaningful, very insightful. And I think that's what we have to keep looking at and saying, how can we control our mind so that we can control our senses? Thank you so much for these pearls of wisdom, without which we wouldn't have been able to manage, Guruji. Thanks to you. Extremely indebted to you, Guruji, that you're keeping us on track, keeping us, all the time in Krishna consciousness. And because of your effort, we are able to at least implement some small part, one little baby step we are taking every day. Thank you. Extremely grateful to you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Ramya Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
திருப்பி
இந்த இதை இங்கிலீஷ்ல ரிகலெக்ட் பண்ணிக்கிறதுல எனக்கு ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம், குருஜி. தமிழ்லயும் எப்படியாவது கண்டிப்பா அந்த எடுத்த இதை நம்ம முடிச்சிடணும்னு எனக்கு ஒரு அதனால உங்களோட பழைய யூடியூப் வீடியோஸ் எல்லாம் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கேன் குருஜி. அந்த
சரி
கண்டினியூட்டி
நான் சீக்கிரமா அது ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணணும். அது கிருஷ்ணா கிட்ட வேண்டிக்கிறேன்.
கண்டிப்பா குருஜி, அது கண்டிப்பா நடக்கும். அதனால உங்களோட எல்லா யூடியூப்ஸோட அந்த இதெல்லாமும் வீடியோஸ் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கேன் குருஜி. இப்ப எனக்கு மார்னிங்லயே எனக்கு இந்த ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி கிடைச்சதுல ரொம்ப ஹாப்பி குருஜி. லைக் அகைன் எனக்கு கிருஷ்ணா எல்லாத்தையும் இது பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கார், அதனால ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம் குருஜி. ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா குருஜி. ஸ்லோகம் நன்னா புரிஞ்சது குருஜி.
ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா. ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா மாதாஜி. ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா. சித்ரிதா மாதாஜி. ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Guruji, thank you very much for today's class. And it is true that you are actually showing us the light, because yes, one question which nags all of us is that, what is the purpose of this human life? That's a very important question that we have asked ourselves. And today when you are telling us that, when Krishna is telling us that you have to control your senses, not get attached to the results. Yes, that is what the purpose of human life is. Because that is what I really feel that yesterday, from today's Sloka, when you told me that, I said, yes, now you find all the, Maharishi, Aurobindo, all these places, people who have, now I understand that, yes, there's much more to human life than just what we are doing every day. To withdraw from everything, to control our senses more than anything. Thank you so much, Guruji. I'm truly indebted to you for every class that you take for us, Guruji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Binayak Dakwa. Hare Krishna. Are you able to unmute? Hare Krishna. Binayak. Vishnuvardhana. Hare Krishna. Binayak. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So you are joining today for the first time, Prabhu?
Yes, Guruji.
Very nice. From which place you are joining from?
Guruji?
Where are you from?
I'm from Odisha, Daringbadi.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. So today you understood everything. You have any questions?
So I have so late joined, so I not hearing any topic.
Are you in our WhatsApp group, Prabhu? WhatsApp group?
Yes.
Okay. If you are in the WhatsApp group, then we will send the YouTube link. You can watch through that.
Okay.
You have any questions, Prabhu?
No.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Vishnuvardhana Rao Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama.
Rama, Hare Hare. No questions, Guruji. Namaste, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Namaste,
Namaste, Prabhu. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Deepesh Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Mahendra. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Dandavat.
Dandavat.
No question, Guruji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Deepesh Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you for
Hare
the
Krishna.
wonderful class. I don't have any questions today. The moment it's getting interesting again when Krishna and Arjun talk. So that is very good. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Gayatri Shivakumar Mataji. Hare Krishna. Brinda Jai Singh Mataji. Hare Krishna. Gayatri Mataji.
Yes, Guruji. Sorry, Guruji. I'm attending the class, but I'm missing the question answer session. As Aja Mataji said, Sasireka Mataji said, I'm attending the class, but not able to due to some works. Sorry, Mataji.
Yes.
Nice session. Nice session, Guruji. Nice session. Going deep into our heart.
Yes, Mataji. Krishna's mercy.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Vrindaji
Krishna,
Sri Mataji.
Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, very nice to learn again that how we can control our mind and attach it to Krishna. Yes, Guruji, I think our desire and your help to do that will push us forward. Yes, Guruji, I'm realizing the importance of drifting our mind back again. It's like elastic. You have to come back.
Yes, Mataji. Krishna's mercy to them.
Yes, Guruji. And all your efforts, so much effort in spite of so many ups and downs, being focused. So I think our desire, and love for Krishna is very, very topmost priority we have to develop. And just like any other desire, we put all our efforts to fulfill it. If our love for Krishna grows so much, then surely we can move forward and be connected more and more. What I take back, the intensity is really very important to develop. And like in my subject, I always feel that we help other people or children or students to develop their skills. We are not developed in our skills, but we help them develop it. So it's a skill which needs on a daily basis polishing this mind of ours, which is like a friend and an enemy. So the desire, the liking, the practice, the skill to improve and do as Krishna is asking us to do. I think all this is like a package, and the more we do it, we will surely be able to get the best results from Krishna.
Yes, ma'am.
It's only the question is to create that impulse in us, the force, like how the Maya is forcing us to do so many other things. That force has to be committed by us, Guruji.
Yes.
Yes, Guruji. This is what I keep taking back and trying to put it in my life. Thank you so much for all the encouragement and backing us up with daily inputs. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you for
Hare
a
Krishna.
wonderful class. Thank you for being with us every day. The main thing that which you told yesterday and today, Guruji, is that even if we can control our senses, if we can't control our mind to think about the material objects, then we are still deluding ourselves. Right, Guruji?
Yes.
So that's a very important point, because oftentimes we control ourselves from going and doing something because we are attracted to by our sense objects, whether it is things or eating or whatever it is. But if our mind still continues to think about it, then we are still not having the full control. Okay. And the only way is to again refocus your mind on Krishna, is it, Guruji? That is the only way to come out of it.
That is the thing. Our mind should be focused only on Krishna, then we can control this.
Okay, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hope all is well with you, and greetings to everyone at home, Guruji. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Ravin Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Guruji, wonderful class, Guruji, and we are learning Karma Yoga in chapter 3. And today we are learning that we have to control our senses using our mind. And we have to do the karma yogam with our karmendriyas without attachment, and that kind of person is superior.
Yes.
Visheshya.
Yes.
So this Visheshyata is so superior than probably the previous shloka, where we are controlling,
Vimodatma, Vidyachara.
controlling by force, but we are thinking about the objects, the working object, sense objects.
Yes.
So better than that is to not even think of the sense objects and do the karma yoga.
Yes.
Without.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji. So it's wonderful class, and thank you, Guruji, for your continuous effort in keeping us in Krishna consciousness, Guruji. Really inducted, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna, no doubt. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Good morning, Namaskara, Guruji.
Namaskar.
All Prabhuji and Mataji. Yeah, it's a wonderful session. Unfortunately, I joined a little late. I lost around 15-20 minutes. I will catch up in the YouTube, Guruji.
Yes, Prabhu.
See, today's session, what I understand, it is the extension of yesterday's session. That is mind, control, senses, how to detach yourself doing your work without any expectation, leave it to Krishna. The same way, you have to do your karma with the detachment, and sometimes you don't do, but you are attached to the Supreme God Krishna. So that is the takeaway from today's classes. See, basically in organization, in a later note, I will explain, I try to explain. In organization, what happens, a person, employee data is collected, how much he devoted in his work, what contribution he has done, what value addition he brought into the organization. All these things happens. But for the life, each second is captured. So when we are accountable, the Krishna may ask you what you did with attachment and what you did with the detachment, what is your karma. So we are questionable, Guruji. Therefore, we need to be very, very cautious and careful to spend our life in a quality way and devoting to Krishna. That is the essence of the whole Bhagavad Gita.
Yes.
We are accountable, we are responsible, and we are accountable. So one small example, when we are all aging, we will have a grandchildren, daughters and all. When you are playing with your grandchildren and granddaughter, so the expectation is negligible. So only the pure love will be there. So Krishna is also like that. So when you devote yourself without any expectation, only pure love, purity, so you can able to enjoy your life, you will get the bliss. So Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Thank you, Guruji. I think you are taking us to a different ladder. We are very grateful.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Palniyappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Hare.
Today's class also every day, I will say last about 6 months, every day except Monday, we are really attending your class and learning about Bhagavad Gita. It is like what I felt is, it is like taking food for our life. It is a must for everybody, it is my feeling. So every day we have to listen such things and then take food. That is the real food which we are taking. That is my feeling after today's class. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Chandrakanta Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Today I
Hare
have
Krishna Mataji.
I'm not feeling well, Guruji. Some body pain, shivering. I
Okay.
don't know what it is, Guruji. But today I did still Krishna Puja also. I'm sleeping, Guruji. Actually.
Mataji, take care of your health, Mataji. Take rest,
Yes,
Mataji.
yes, Guruji. But mind control is every sadhaka's this thing I was thinking, Guruji. Every sadhaka aim at what you are teaching yesterday and today.
Yes.
That's easy also at the same time, difficult also. That's what I was feeling, Guruji. It's easy. Sometimes it wavers. Sometimes it wavers. Sometimes it's still. Like that is happening to me, Guruji. Krishna's mercy, if he gives that steadiness, that's what I'm seeking, Guruji. Krishna's mercy should be there for everything, Guruji. To do our sadhana, to attend your class, whatever we do, His mercy is there only we can do, Guruji. That's what I'm realizing every day. Every day. Thank you very much, Guruji. I seek Krishna's mercy to be in steady mind and your blessing also, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guru. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram. Ram Ram.
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare. Hare Krishna to everyone. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Venkatanagarthan Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I think you got muted. Hare Krishna, Venkatanagarthan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji, for today class. Mind control is very important in everyday life, every day, every second, and every hour. Thank you, Guruji, for today lecture. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Prabhu. Sunil Shivas Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Kadiravan Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Sunil Shivas Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Guruji, Dandavat Pranam, Guruji, Dandavat
Dandavat Pranams, Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Guruji, 6th July to 10th July, I and Nitin Bele both are going to Pandharpur for
Very
Vyas
nice.
Puja. For Vyas Puja, Sri Loknath Maharaj ji is there, and
Okay.
Nagpur, Guruji.
Yes, very nice, very nice, very nice. Yes,
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Kadiravan Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Today's class is wonderful class, Guruji. Interesting class. No any questions, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the class, Guruji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Ram Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Manoranjan Sagu Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
So, excellent class. Almost all slokas, these two slokas yesterday's, today's sloka is very important. And to control the mind is very important. Make the mind stable. And how to transcend the gunas, the sattva, rasa, tama, and above these things is very important. That our forefathers, at least, they control the senses mind. But the situation has gone changed. Because in day-to-day life, we are much more concerned about senses, and they are not using this like the narco, that I know cosmetics, all that powders and all these things. They were not using. They are not concerned about body, and they have all in all villages also. There is Bhagavad in Odisha, Bhagavad Tungi. Bhagavad, every village there is a all the scriptures were delivered, discussions. Now it is gone. It is not there. All nuisance, all these things. So because of Gita, if you are attending Gita class, and that only is the only way to make our mind stable and to get released from the attraction of the senses, how to control the senses, dresses, all these things. So we are concerned about our body. So it is not, body is temporary. When you realize only attending the Gita class, how very nicely you have, these two slokas have impressed me, and I think these two slokas, this yesterday and tomorrow's, at today's class and yesterday's class, yeah, have always keep in mind these two slokas. Repeatedly remembering these two slokas, we will be, this is the way to get released from the sensory attractions, the sense objects, the material things, to get released from this mundane pleasures, the carnal pleasures. So we can transcend and these negative energies, negative qualities. So you really, Guru, I am very indebted to you. Daily you are imbibing in your mind, inculcating, injecting your mind, infusing your mind, all the spiritual knowledge, the highest form of knowledge, and you are taking us to a divinity, the divine bliss, how to get my devotees should get. I am getting, all my devotees also enjoy spiritual bliss. This is your purpose. Prabhupada also have done that, can extend his best services for the service of the society, to make the whole world to be totally divine knowledge, and so that can enjoy the worthwhile life as a human being. And to true human being, how can you attain it? That is the way. So they have given us path we should follow, and follow the paths of the great the monks and saints and sadhus and devotees of Lord Krishna, and Satata Raman Guruji, Pranam, and all my devotees also. I'm very grateful. All are sincere. We get inspired from all of all. Thank you, Guruji. Pranam. Satata Raman.
Pranam. Hare Krishna. Ram Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Guruji, sorry, I was in a meeting, Guruji, and it's a month end closing. So I couldn't focus, Guruji. Let me read through the YouTube, Guruji. And I missed the chanting as well, Guruji. All good, Guruji, all well. I have received your picture. I have one question, Guruji. The Krishna picture you're posting from Texas. Do they do the consecration, Guruji, like what we do, some prokshanam and all we do in normal temple, like Guruji? The same manner, do they have all this panchakavyam, copper plate all underneath, and they do
everything, yes. This is ISKCON Houston, yes.
So they have a process, Guruji. They underneath the idol, they put all those.
Yeah, Radha Nila Madhav, Shishi Radha Nila Madhav. Yes.
So there is a belief the Lord Krishna statue emanates energy, right, Guruji? When we go there and worship, things get. So it happens to me, Guruji, when I visit my Gita reading society, they have Baldev. It's like an altar, Guruji, it's like a prayer altar, unlike our Indian temple where they have a stone. And so, but whatever I wish, it fulfills and happens, Guruji. Is it the right way, or it's only my illusion, Guruji? When I visit there, when I do meditation, chanting, all the best things comes to me, Guruji.
Yeah, whatever you want to do it for Krishna, it will always happen. Yes,
Guruji. But is there any specific by visiting that place? And similarly, when I see your message, the images that gives me a very brisk energy, Guruji. I've been receiving other energies. I have Krishna posters, but when it comes from you, it has a special. So that
yes, Radha Nila Madhav is very beautiful. Yes,
very beautiful, and it emanates energy, right, Guruji? Scientifically, there is a science behind it, correct, Guruji? When a congregation happens and people visit there, and there must be a positive energy, strong positive energy. So anywhere in Bhagavad Gita, is it recommended we should have this kind of congregation, Guruji? All should go to temple and worship Lord? Or?
Yeah, that's why all the Sadatam Kirtayantoma Vedantascha Dhritavrata. We have to go to Machita Madgata Prana Bodhyantaga Parasparam Kadayantascha Mam Nityam, also since Krishna is teaching. So we will, and Yajnanam japa yajnosmi. So like that, Krishna is teaching all those things.
Okay. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji. Let me do my reading homework, Guruji. So you have been instilling knowledge. I have to sit down and do diligently do a follow-up, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji. I will do it in the coming days.
Hare Krishna.
Be a responsible student, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna to all.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan now.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.